Hello, welcome to another video. Today we are doing slightly different to previous Rocket League videos, but we're going into a Rocket League 1v1 tournament. It's like a custom player made one. I think it's best, like the only sort of change settings is it's best of, or like first to 5 goals really, like top max score of goals is 5. You can do, there's no other mutators to it, there's nothing else unusual about it. The only sort of difference with it is if one person gets 5 goals, that's the end of the game. We've searched in, I spent probably like the last 2-3 minutes just in training, just hitting the ball around, like loss of weight, getting a bit more, well, getting used to the controls again. So it's been a few days since I've last played, and just sort of, yeah, ready to go in. I think there's going to be potential of, I think it's 120 odd teams in this one, so it is one of the larger ones. So if we do well, there could be quite a few rounds and quite a few games. If I don't do well, I might get knocked out straight away. I don't know. It's any rank, so it could be, I could be against opponents from bronze rank to the top to a potential even a pro player, but I very much doubt I'll come up against a pro player. At least I've searched for the European leagues, and it's getting close to midnight as I'm starting this. I don't know how many teams have actually joined this tournament in the end, so it might not be full, but otherwise got my first game against Mr. Alcoholics Anonymous, but he's already going up for the ball and trying to do some fancy things, so I feel like it may not be the easiest game to start off with, potentially possible that I could have had, but it's a game which so far I feel comfortable that I might be able to do something with this game. Not sure what, but I shouldn't. I'm gonna aim to basically not lose this first game, realistically, and if I can, I'll try and do it so I don't concede 5 if I am going to lose. And I feel like that may have very closely been a shot on target by him for me. I feel like he's going to parry that, so that's 1-0 down, but in just under a minute. So this guy, by that very quick brief glance of his player thing, is a typical diamond player. Like, he's managed in one of the seasons, a few seasons ago, managed to get into diamond rank to get that, unlock that banner basically. And I think the highest I think at one point I managed to play, I was playing in diamond, not in 1v1s, because I've always known my 1v1 game is my weakest of all of them, because I do like going for assists and other things like that. So definitely not going to be easy this, but we might be able to do something if we get a few good sort of shots and try and keep the ball ideally away from him as much as possible. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to control that off the wall very nicely. But yeah, diamond ranked player, also console player, so yeah, not the best start, but I have still got a goal, so it could definitely be going worse for me than what it is. I feel like that's the first kick-off I've properly won, but he managed to nick that boost, and he's still got another boost, whereas I'm out, so I feel like he may very well score here, but hopefully not, unless I could block it. Didn't quite get there, so actually it is starting to look like I'm going out on the first round, so after this I will search and try and go into another tournament, because I just thought I'd do tournaments as a bit of a more fun way of trying to complete a few games, and if you do well in the tournament, it's sort of more, I find, enjoyable, because you're sort of not straight into another game, but there's a bit more sort of purpose for like trying to win, and sort of you can carry on playing, and like even though there isn't a straight up reward for winning one of these tournaments, you get like a nice little drop down trophy thing, which can be quite nice to see briefly, even though it is always very much briefly. So just trying to stall it out as long as possible, ideally. He is going up for more fancy things, and I feel like he's going to get a touch on that, not enough to control it. So hopefully here we can not do things like that and mess up. And now I've given him the ball. He was facing the wrong way, but I was also facing the wrong way. So I always retreat on things like this because I hate it, and I knew he would be able to flick it. He just very nice touch there, but managing just about to get the save, and I'm really messed up. I was hoping I could try and get that as a bit more of a shot on target, but he's there and I'm hitting it the complete wrong way. Just don't quite yet have the enough skill to be doing 1v1s. I do want to work on them considerably more than what I have done in the past. Hopefully here I'll be able to let that go in. I hope he's saving it. He's managing to blow me up and just get it around the ball. I didn't manage to get enough speed on it. Here, if I'm lucky, I will hit the ball, and I think he may have put that in, but I'm not entirely sure that. He might skip this, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he will. So I don't know. I think he might put it in, which is very unfortunate for him, because otherwise that would be it wouldn't have gone in. This game would be a bit closer. He's going to end up hitting this and be able to try and trick me. Very nearly did, but he's in a lot of a better position now than I am, and he's managed to get it round, and he's getting the boost. So unless I could save this, which I'm not going to be able to. Ooh, he's missed it though, so that is a bonus. I've blocked that. If I can maybe get a shot off here, it would be very useful, but he's also going to be there, so I tried to jump and predict where he was going to be, but at this rate, nah, that's going in. I can't save that. He managed to whip it around. If I'd maybe been a bit more accurate with my flying in, I might have been able to knock it off him, but he had control over the ball enough to be able to shut me down, and hopefully we'll be able to not concede one more goal in this time. He is going to come up and then try to break. He's going off the wall, so I feel like if I can shut him down off this, we might be alright, and I've managed to shut him down. If I can get there before he does, I might very nearly be able to get it in, but he managed to get a little touch on it, which meant he saved it. I've just wasted way too much boost there and missed it, so that is actually a win for him. I'm happy with my performance. Like Diamond, I've not played in Diamond in once ever really, so I'll give him a GG. Well played. He's just too good. For me, I know quite a few people out there would be like, well, it wasn't a super hard opponent if he's only in Diamond, but he was better than I am, so we managed to get he's managed to get straight through that one, and he's in the quarterfinal. So if I'd won it, I'd have been in the quarterfinal, so I don't think that many teams joined. I think 10 by the looks of it. But we're going to go into the custom and filter on, because we do not want to be playing on a server which isn't great. So I've got another one which starts in 5 minutes, but it's mainly saying trade. We could go for Heatseeker, which is very good for practicing defending. I don't know whether I'd be able to join the silver one. I feel like I'm too low of a level, so we're going to go for this Heatseeker. See if we can. Yeah, we can join it. As no requirements. So on the fields, are there any unusual fields? No, it's all the main default ones. I don't know why I created a party. Max score 5 and boost amount unlimited, but otherwise best of 1, tiebreak, first score. So all the other settings are normal, and we've got a minute, so just going to go back all the way and go into the training, just because a bit of a warm up. I don't know whether any of that will have counted towards challenges I've got to do, but at the end of this I'll see if it has. If it hasn't, then it's slightly annoying, but if it has, then it's I find even sort of though I lost, it's a more fun way of doing it than going into the casual playlist. That's the one, because it's just something more to do, a bit more like it as it is sort of a tournament. People do it a bit more competitively, and I find like people are going to be trying a bit harder in it. Like as soon as I'm able to do competitive playlists instead of just the casual ones, I will be on this because I just find them more fun, even sort of like because people are trying that little bit harder. I just think they're that bit more enjoyable. You can play against people more like similar to rank. It's not great if you are just wanting to mess around, but if you are just wanting to play and actually try and go for goals, try and sort of improve how good you are, I find it better because in the casual everyone goes for the sort of more, I'd like to say, standard go ball chase, sort of like what I'm doing in training. Everyone just does that, but in the casual playlists, and I always find it's just a bit like it's harder to find sort of a good groove and like make sort of more fun plays, like try and make a passing play. It just doesn't happen very well in the casual playlist. So going into this second tournament, got a first game. I think he's got kickoff, so I've got to go basically straight into defence. This game mode can be fun, but it's also, I find, very peculiar. Like I don't know what this guy's tactics is going to be, but I don't want to hit the ball too soon or go charging because then he will just tap it, and it does curve an awful lot, which I do not appreciate the ball curve, and like I definitely did not mean to hit it backwards that way, but it gets fast and you do end up having to make a lot of saves, and I feel like that is going to be a very crazy curve. This one, again, curves a lot closer to the net, so you've got to go for, it's definitely harder than what I would say the normal game, but I think it's very good for practicing your defense. You've definitely got to exaggerate the D in defense, and I completely messed that up. Every single one of them was needing to save, and sometimes you get lucky and they actually go for closer to the post and they'll actually hit the post and everything instead of just hitting. I think actually, like my shot did, it hit the backboard and he didn't actually clear it, so you've got to be slightly more cautious when it comes to things like that, but you've got to take it as it comes, as it were. Like that, it just hit the backboard, so I've got to actually make a save and he's not yet had to touch the ball, so you've got to sort of be careful with how you hit it, because I think this one's probably gonna, he did hit that one, but could very easily have hit this post or maybe even the backboard, causing him to not have to do anything. I feel like this one's way too high. That should have hit the backboard. I think it did, but then it sort of had too much momentum and went down and in. Like it hit the crossbar and went in instead of back out. Very annoying. But we're gonna go pretty much straight away. And oh, I've really messed myself up by coming here. So as long as, if that's on target, he's scored. Yeah. Not a great start. Definitely not a good start. But we can pull this back as long as he misses. The only problem is this guy does not seem to be wanting to miss, and I'm missing way too much. I have played this mode before, but whenever I have played it, people don't seem to miss this much, or make saves as much as him. I'm very glad that happened. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but I'm very happy it did. So if he's just, is he AFK? I feel like he's AFK, but I don't want to go over there because as soon as I go close to him, if he isn't, he'll just boost into the ball and get the goal. Yeah, so he's jumped and boosted in there, but now he's coming back. He's trying to bait me to go to it, which is very annoying because he can, I think in theory, just leave that ball there for as long as he wants and he should win, which is very unsportsmanlike, but it would be a valid tactic at the moment. So he's just going to wait until he thinks I'm unable to get it, which is very annoying. So there we go, he's hit it, so I'm just going to whack it back as fast as possible. Yeah, just went in there. Slightly annoying that it took so long, so if he does that again, it's again another sort of 30 seconds wasted. Come on. Really just trying to bait out the shot at the moment, because he's now going to flip sideways into it. Look how close he is. The little... Oh, come on. Just hit the ball. And now it's going to go back into my net. Oh, this guy is being a right little naughty word right now. Because other than charging at it, there's no way you can do anything. And he could have just played it, and I probably would have messed up, and he would have got that 5th goal and won it. But nah, he decided to play it in a very scumbaggy way. So yeah, he's going to advance, and I'm out again. So in this, these aren't actually counting as online games or towards epic saves or anything, so that's slightly annoying. But we've got to complete the pro, I think it's pro striker, so we're going to do that, and where is it, striker, and we're going to go on to pro. We're just going to do this, and then after we've done this, we're going to probably call it a video, because it is getting late and got a few things I need to do tomorrow, so I'm going to try and head to bed and get some sleep in, and then I can sort of hopefully edit this in the morning. And I can't believe I've missed the second one already. This isn't a great start. I don't really enjoy the striker and aerial playlist, because you have to score. Like, if it was just a case of, for like the aerial one, you've got to hit it, I'd be far happier with that, because I think in terms of just being able to hit the ball, it's alright, but actually having to put it on target, I always end up missing. Like, for that one, it should have been very easy, straight into the net. Well, same with this one, and yet I managed to somehow put it wide. So as long as I can keep this off the ground, which I can't, I can't do the striker ones. I don't know what it is about them. All the aerial ones, I just really struggle with them. Like, when it's like a P roller in front of the net, it's alright, and this one's going to be the same. If you just accelerate in theory without having to boost, you should get there at the right time. Like there, I braked a little bit, but I'm sure there are people that would go do this and wouldn't even accelerate or boost. I'm going to, and that's probably what messes me up. I was expecting that one to miss, to be honest. Wasn't expecting to get top corner. This one again is probably going to I'm going to end up missing it. Yep, definitely. I've always sort of flipped into the ball to try and make it go faster. That would have gone in if I'd had a second, but I didn't. I've always tried to flip into the ball because it does make it faster, and you can't just jump actually got to aim it. Unfortunately, I managed to get that on the second attempt. But yeah, I flip into it to try and get it faster, but then it just doesn't actually help. So we're gonna go do the aerial all-star, because again with these you've got to hit it into the net. But it's like there, I've hit it, so why can't that count as one? Because sometimes you want to do aerials more as passing plays, or as like I use aerials mainly for defending, but people like this game always thinks, oh, if you're hitting an aerial it should be a shot, and even though it probably should be from these, I can never score them. Like, I don't think I've ever managed to get more than, I think, 30% on the all-star, which is the highest one for the aerial, or the striker. Have for a goalkeeper, I managed to get 100% goalkeeper on the all-star once before, or a couple of times, but never over 50% for the aerial. I can't even on the pro team, it's not even the hardest one. You see all these balls are completely stationary, they're not even like moving at the moment. They are going to be now, but and I've managed to tackle it, which has lost me time and didn't get a very clean connection on it at all, and I'm not even going to be able to get to it before it disappears. So if I can get 30%, I will be over the moon at this point. It's just not been very successful, and I've missed the ball completely. So I feel like that 30% is slowly fading to potentially be 20%. I was about to say 0%, but I think 0% from now on is very safe to say. Can we hit this ball? No, we went over it. So another problem. I do need to work on my aerials and things. Like, I can hit, well, I don't always hit them in games, so I often miss, but I feel like in an actual game situation, like this one, I went under it, first one over, this one under. Game situation, I feel like I can read them better than the trainer. I don't know what it is about it, whether I just need like a bot to sort of drive the ball and then hit it so it goes into the position. And that's actually somehow gone in, so I did get 30%, which is a lot better than I was expecting. So yeah, not great in terms of performance today. Not going to equip that car. I don't think we've got any of these. We've done this one and I've claimed it, so I think we may actually have, do we have them both to claim or just one? If we go across to them, so we have an uncommon, so this one's not going to give us anything any good. Very rare detail, I think that is, or uncommon rocky boost, yay. And then we've got the rare one, which should give us something. It'll give us something better. How much better, I don't know. It's given us a rare rocky boost, which is actually, I like the way it's nuts and bolts, quite cool. I'm actually going to equip it, but yeah, other than that, I think that is pretty much everything at the moment. I could do a few games, but I think at the moment, with how they've gone so far, they've not gone great. I am still, I guess, slowly working towards these, not at the fastest rate ever, but I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!